Business Model Overview: The Long Tail and Freemium Models, prepared by Michelle Homer. This presentation briefly covers the following: what the long tail and freemium models are and how they are used, provides examples of companies that use the two models, explains the benefits each model provides the customer and the venture, drawbacks each model presents, and finally, aspects that limit the company because of the model. The term long tail was coined by Chris Anderson to describe the business strategy of e-tailers such as Amazon.com that sell a high volume of, say, thousands of popular items and low volume of hundreds of thousands of niche or unique items. Long tail marketing involves more inventory management than product promotion, providing a greater variety of inventory, whereby you're extending the long tail. Businesses can reach more customers and generate more total sales. In order to market to the long tail, a business has to first develop the capability to manage an extensive inventory. Developing the long tail does not mean replacing popular items with a variety of less popular items, but instead supplementing that inventory. The long tail marketing model allows a business to expand its customer diversity. The variety of product offerings allow a business to attract more cultural groups. Additionally, it allows a business to reach more niche customers whose interests are outside of the mainstream sales, but make purchases within their interest areas. Online retailers such as Amazon and Netflix, due to the supply side considerations of managing an inventory, most effectively employ long tail marketing. According to Stephen Wundler, in his article Long Tail Business Models, Amazon on Offense and Defense, states the following: in 2011, Amazon began offering its prime customers, those who pay a $79 annual fee for 2-day free shipping, a wide selection of streaming movies and television shows for free. Well, this offering is an example of the long tail model because although they did not have many new releases as, say, Netflix, the fact that the movies are free can be appealing to some customers. Netflix has expanded their long-tail model by producing their own original series, as well as offering customers feature films and television content. This long-tail approach provides the customer with alternative programming to cable, and for those who do not subscribe to cable, a means to watch episodic series, movies, and other television programming. There are advantages and disadvantages for both Amazon and Netflix to utilize the long tail model. For Amazon, the pros are their customers perceive they are getting film content for free, although they are actually paying for it in the annual subscription fee. Amazon can realize a ROI increase over their Amazon revenues because the subscription fee for Prime is paid annually. For Netflix, the pros are they offer their viewers an alternative method to view feature film, series, and network television with an added value of original series programming. Today, many people do not subscribe to cable because of its costs. Therefore, Netflix provides them with an inexpensive alternative. Now, the downside for Amazon is customers might not see the advantages of paying for a service they might not utilize frequently enough to justify the annual fee. Also, the older movie content offered might not offer value to some customers because they can stream content from other providers like Netflix that is newer and costs less. Netflix utilization of the long tail model could also be prohibitive because the demand for more original content might exceed its ability to produce it. Also, the creation of original content is expensive. Now let's talk about freemium. In his freemium.org site, Peter Froberg describes the freemium model as it describes a business model in which you give a core product away for free to a large group of users and sell premium products to a smaller fraction of this user base. Freemium is a great vehicle to attract a high volume of users. The freemium model allows a new venture to scale up and to attract a user base without expending resources on costly ad campaigns or a traditional sales force. The fees typically charged are proving to be a more substantial source of revenue than the advertising model prevalent among online firms in, say, the early 2000s. One of the chief purposes of freemium is to attract new users. For the freemium model to be effective, the optimal balance between traffic and paying customers must be realized. However, this can be difficult because users may object when asked to pay for things they are accustomed to getting for free. The freemium model should be used when variable cost is low, competition is driving up consumer acquisition costs, and an effective distribution channel doesn't exist. SurveyMonkey and Evernote are two companies that utilize the freemium model. Both provide their customers with a limited product platform for free. Freemium can be considered the future of business, the logical conclusion of a world in which the cost of bandwidth storage and information processing approaches zero. However, it should be noted that utilizing the freemium model can also be risky if complete knowledge of how to use it properly, how to make it valuable, and how to realize conversions is not understood. Generally, freemium companies convert between 1 to 10% of users into eventual paying customers. Because of this, it is important that a freemium product has low marginal costs and minimal sales and marketing expenses. Because so many users don't pay, a freemium company will struggle if its product is expensive to market, deliver, or support. The product needs to sell itself and attract users who will continually use it based purely on its own merits. For a user, the product has to be user-friendly and reliable. The standout freemium benefits for SurveyMonkey is it provides a good, free product for small businesses that require limited response surveys. Otherwise, the response rate can be costly if the maximum responses are exceeded. What works against SurveyMonkey using this freemium model is the conversion cost for the customer is very expensive. Also, the conversion plans can be confusing and even a bit misleading. Evernote demonstrates an interesting aspect to why using freemium is advantageous. Customers find the product increases in value the more they utilize it. This is a good situation for both the customer, because they find the product valuable, and for the company, because those customers continue to use the service, they also tend to convert. The significant downside for the free user of Evernote is there are limitations to use the product on multiple platforms. Therefore, if multiple platform use is needed, the customer must convert to the premium service. Free users are only beneficial if they provide value to a business. The most alluring aspect of freemium is the relative ease of acquiring free users. But if the users don't ever convert and become paid customers, they can become an expensive burden that can cause the company's demise. For a freemium model to work, free users must fit one of two categories. First, free users who convert into paid customers, or free users who attract paying customers. Finally, freemium works when the market the business is seeking is huge and the return realized, the ROI, from converting users to paying customer exceeds the cost of servicing all users. That's the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at my email address or by phone. Again, thank you so very much for watching this presentation.